just one little thing before we move on is actually, if I select this and I go to like vertex mode, or maybe even edge mode, depending on how much you need to move, you'll see that there are areas, like if I didn't pull things down enough, I can just click on, edges and move things around and sink them down so that I can actually make my little stream go all the way through. So if you find that in Mudbox maybe you didn't make all of the adjustments you needed to, you can just use select tools and make changes there. Okay, so now I've kind of got my stream. Alright, so in the previous video we made this big sphere. We went to the rendering and I clicked on this paint 3D textures is what it's called. And you need to have your tools open. I'll just switch to perspective mode. So that's this one. So I can actually turn off these other two. I just need to have this one right here. These are the tools. So first thing I need to do is assign/edit textures. And this little box pops up and I just click it again. And then you think about your base color. Right here where it says flood, I'm just going to go for blue sky. If you want to make yours more creative, depending on what sort of theme you're going for with your Greek temple and your terrain. But I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to flood paint. And sometimes it takes more than one click. I must say that this particular use is a little fickle. Okay. So I got that. Got it selected. Assign edit textures, and flood paint. There we go. So now it's all blue. Now over here, there's this paint can, or can I should say, with some paintbrushes in it. And if you click on that, it brings up this window. Now if you look, there's a lot of different interesting things, electrical. You'll see even right here, they're very pixelated. So I don't like to use this particular tool too much because the quality of these pictures they've got are not great. The clouds are okay though. Like they do pretty decent clouds. So if I just take my clouds and kind of paint, and you rotate around and paint with some clouds, you'll see that it flattens up on one side. This is the seam of the picture, so I'm going to kind of try to avoid that. I have my brush size up here, so if you feel like it's coming in a little large, you can, and I can switch to some slightly lighter, fluffier clouds, and I'll just cumulus. And I'm just doing a little bit of this and making my sky. So there's that seam. So I want to avoid, see if I paint that one, it leaves this, you can see the line. So you want to avoid that area if you can. Okay, good enough. So once again, you can look at the other options. Not all of them are bad. I just find that the clouds is the most consistently that actually looks good. So now just with my regular selection tool, I'm going to have this sphere selected, and I'm going to go up to my mesh display. And these things called normals are basically your normals are the direction your faces are facing. So if I reverse them, now everything is black. However, if you zoom in on your terrain, you'll see that, whoa, you know what? When I was doing this, I must have had my terrain selected when I applied that, which is not good. So make sure you don't do that. I should be able to fix it though. Got this default material, go to my colors, and I'm just going to reselect that. Channel default diffuse. There we go. Now I got it back. Okay, so now I'll double check the rubric to make sure we've got everything. So it looks good. Check on your little details, make sure things are looking good. And then you just go and you zoom in on certain areas. Whoops, not that area. So if I'm going for the, oh look there, I'm on the other side of the bank. Take a picture. That one doesn't really show the Greek temple, so I need to reposition it a little better. But still, I'm just taking 3 to 4 pictures from different angles. So that actually, I would accept that because I see most of the Greek temple. Just make sure that most of your other ones actually, you know, the star should be your 3D Greek temple, essentially. So you're just going to position things around, take pictures, till you have 3 or 4 at different angles. And, you know, they just never look quite the same as you think they are. So. But I've got my sky in the background. See, there we go. And I can see all the elements. There's my mountains, there's my water. So once you've taken 3 to 4 of those, you just turn them in together in Canvas, and you're done. That is everything with the 3D Greek Temple personalized assignment.